discontinuing mission. To bang your head, to crank the volume, to ruin your life, to destroy civilization, to kick ass like no one has done before. I'm Mike AD, and this is Mars. The conception for this record started about just over 2 years ago. And it was a Sunday, and it was the day after the Shades of Grey release party. A record that took 5 years to make. And I was sitting in the backyard, and I was hungover, and I was sitting there, and my wife was asking, what's wrong? And I said, I don't know what to do with myself. And I just needed something to do. And I think what was really missing was the element of working on music. And the fact that there was a project that I had spent 5 years making that had come to an end. And I was empty. So I needed something to do with myself. For a while there, I may be doing some writing, but it didn't seem to fill the hole. And like normal, you fall back upon the usual thing. It's time to make another record. So, was around, June or so. And I said to myself, I think it's time that I do a new record. But this time I want the record to have a philosophy. And the record was to be called Mars. And the record would be written, recorded, produced, mastered within one Martian year, or 687 days. Just kind of quirky and eccentric, but you're looking at the king of eccentricity. So, what's going to be different about this record? The tuning of the record. The tuning of the record is B standard, sometimes drop A, but for the most part, lower tuned. What's different? Different impulses, different programs, heavier guitar tones. That's what I wanted. I wanted it to be like Mars, the god of war, the symbol of masculinity. So I was hoping for a record that would sound aggressive, abrasive, in your face, and bombastic. So I hope I've achieved it. Very, very happy with it. Heavy guitar, instrumental, wise. It's got a lot of industrial edge to it that wasn't there before. There's a lot of instrumentation that wasn't there before. Mainly brass music. And that comes from a history of me, especially in high school, of being in the school bands. And my love for band music and the brass section, because I was a trumpet player in high school. And I think that will come across very strongly. Musically, it is almost a crisis of masculinity. When you wake up in the morning and you hurt, and your muscles hurt, everything hurts, you don't feel as strong, and society is attacking you from every angle. It is just a utterly ferocious and almost excision of the self in this record. So I think you're going to find that to be the case. Never before mainly put myself under a microscope and on the stage as raw as it is on this record. It is very, very true to the self. What's the same about this record? It's you. I've called upon the longtime friends and former bandmates, and in some cases people I've never played with before. And they have joined me to add bass, guitar, vocals, all kinds of stuff. So it is a very, very wholesome, collaborative kind of effort that's going on. And in a lot of ways it doesn't really become my record anymore. It almost becomes your record too. So here it goes. Suit up, strap yourself inside the booster seat, and prepare yourself, because we're going to Mars. Enjoy.
Mars. I think the last couple of years has made anybody with a brain realize that many paths our society can take. We can spiral into self-destruction, or we can work for a prosperous future for all. I think we all really know which future it's going to be. The way society is geared, the way we're all but cogs, small mechanisms in a machine beyond our control, makes us believe that forcing any change is simply absurd. I love science fiction. Why else would I make a science fiction themed album? But I always had that feeling that the powers that be would never allow productive change unless it enriched them. We have so many problems on this planet. We have perpetual revolutions, religious and ethnic strife, starvation, disease, environmental degradation, and deep human suffering. I think it's kind of sad. The cynic in me says, why the hell are we going to Mars if we can't get our act together and fight for the one planet known to harbor life? The answer is because without science and technology, how do we look forward and aspire to create a more balanced and sustainable world for all? The future was created by people looking forward. Otherwise, why the hell are we even trying, you know? Blow it up and start over. There has to be some kind of balance. There has to be hope. That dichotomy is a battle we're all living through.
We are faced with a very unique challenge. For the first time in the history of the planet, a species of technology prevents extinction. Every step of climate science, every adventurous reach into space, all of our combined modern technologies and imaginations, even the wars that we fought to fight us through all the chaos that is our history, through all of the wrong and the discord, through all of the pain and suffering, through all of our times, there is one thing, and that is our God
Start, 2, 1, booster ignition, and liftoff.
Armageddon. The human condition is a decadent tale, blank in the sky, in a funeral veil, torture and murder, for color and creed, and take the disease to a new galaxy. Got a long, long way to go. Let's go into the rivers of the forest and poison the sea and turn the land planet to the home of the free. Should we be allowed to go? And so we're going to Mars. And so we're going to Mars. And so we're going to Mars. And so forget the guitar. Heading for another black hole. And so we're going to Mars. And so we're going to Mars. And so we're going to Mars. And don't forget to get
Radiators is the classic tale, the wrath of the old being the bane of the young generation. My dad is a baby boomer, and I have a lot of respect for his generation because they worked so hard to give us a high quality of life. But certain sacrifices were made that, in retrospect, were catastrophic mistakes. Profit was chosen over the environment, and productivity was chosen over the health of the individual. The song uses the car as a metaphor for the state of the planet, and our modern society is putting too much pressure on the system, and one day it's just gonna boil over and strand everyone on it. I hear this song, and it's rowdy and heavy and thrashy, and I imagine some boomer is driving this gas-guzzling muscle car and they're just mowing down everybody with zero regard. The young want the old to get out of the way, and the old just want things to keep going the way that they are. And it's just not sustainable.
Falling in another vein.
Hello Destroyer is sung about the dangers of political polarization. I think the last 10 years or so, political parties have diverged so rapidly that there is an untraversable chasm where bipartisanship once existed. It's just a war. There's some kind of race to the periphery to see how far right or how far left a party can go. It's almost satire. It's getting to the point where everything has become political. The system depends on you to remain docile and demoralized. It wants you distracted so you don't notice the machinations going on in the shadow. The system depends on your ignorance. So open your eyes. There's more that unites us than separates us. We don't need these swine at the trough any longer. That's what they're afraid of. Our society is constructed on this hierarchy, and those in power only want one thing: power. So take it away from them.
We grow so tired. Time to light that fire.
It's stars and wars and civil wars. Billionaires, electric cars. 1,000 years of blood and scars. Scrambling on all fours. Inside a trap too big to fail. We grab the serpent from its tail. We're drowning in the holy grail. Dignity for sale.
The curtain falls. I'm standing at the wailing wall, and still I call unto the God of Genesis. Your stubbornness will hate the blind to all.
The rest of your life. For those who know me, I was teased a lot in public school. Then I changed schools and they teased me. And then I went to high school and they continued to torment me. I don't think people who have ever experienced bullies know what it's really like. I have a close friend who had it worse than me by a fair margin. And to say he's jaded is an understatement. You see stuff like Columbine and the school shootings and you think, wow, under different circumstances, that could have been me. This is what happens when you don't or can't move on from trauma. And it is trauma. Some people go through all kinds of life experiences and they become tempered because of it. Others, it just eats them from the inside. I think one quote exemplifies this song more than any other. Hatred is like drinking poison and expecting the other person to die. There's days that go by and I don't even think about those guys. Then something triggers those memories and it's a cataclysmic death spiral that people who've never dealt with it will never understand. So this song is kind of therapy. It's a way of me trying to move on, trying to forget it, but those memories are still there. The chorus is the honest truth about this. If you do what you want to do, and you let those perverse revenge fantasies run their natural conclusion, you're going to be sorry. You're going to be haunted for the rest of your life. But for some people, they're already haunted and they're never going to be whole.
the man you will be. And now he will collect the fee. Will you be judged to the crime? Are you the jury to life? When all you're gonna feel is anger, anger, anger for the rest of your life. The mirrorless and you can't take it. The face you see, the one who made it. Will you be judged to the crime? Are you the jury to life? When all you're gonna feel is anger, anger, anger. You know you're wasting your time. Something inside of you dies. When all you're gonna feel is hatred, hatred, hatred for the rest of your life.
Suddenly Sober is simply one of the heaviest songs I've written in my life. It's just crazy kaleidoscope of riffs and feelings and influences. It's like a seething cauldron of emotions, and it just stems from dealing with one's own mortality. You know, every time you look in the mirror, you see another gray hair, or you turn on the news and we lose another hero or a friend, or a parent gets ill or dies. It makes you think about your own vitality, your own mortal coil. The lyrics to this song are drenched in cynicism, sarcasm, the wisdom of old age, the feeling of your life slipping away, and you're looking back on it thinking, did I really savor every breath, Did I take in every moment? Did I let it, when did I let it get away from me? Did I put aside today to do tomorrow too many times, There's lots of regrets. There's lots of rainbows painted gray. There's a lot of fantasy crushed down by the gavel of reality. And that reality is you're going to die. I remember when I first really thought about my own mortality, I think I was about 25. And I walked down the stairs, I hugged my mother, and I started weeping. It was crazy. Every night I close my eyes and think, man, what's my legacy? The truth is, all that's left besides your physical remains is the memories of those who remember you and what you leave behind. What's going to be on your epitaph? It's a sobering thought, I'll tell you that.
There is no time machine. Fear is the only thing you live now you're free. Your slate is polished clean, incisions leaking vile steam. One day you look up and the reaper's in between. Clock starts and the heart stops. Knives tear your chest apart. Your prayers are no help, so full of grief that you hate yourself. Kaleidoscope of vile shade, impatient on the queen of spades. Too much regret, too little crime. You commit the sin of wasting too much time. Pick up the pace and get a taste before the reaper will lay you to waste. You live with grace, fall on your face, and death wins the chase. You're getting older, you finally soldier the war on your shoulders. It's getting colder, you can't even hold her, you live in October. You're getting older, you finally soldier the war on your shoulders. You're getting older, you're suddenly sober, you tired, it's over. Let's out one final crow, regretting what we've known. Our children hear the echoes of our creeping home. Our history complete, overthrown with its defeat. An angry soul encased in a shell of rotting hate. Demons rise and angels fall, reduced to tears and cast to claw. Crash and burn on dragon stone. You'll rip to shreds and die alone. Hope will drown this mortal fray. Climb to the edge and fail again. On every step a dark refrain. Can you take the sight of this abundant pain? Honesty is the hard part. Turn to the light. It's looking dark. On the trail of broken dreams, cinematic fraction scene. Don't know where this tunnel leads. I close my eyes to start to dream. Pick up the pace and get a taste, but it's the fault of the whole human race. You live with grace, fall on your face, and death wins the chase. It's just a thought, the view of God. A better casket is I later and rot. We've always taught, don't be distraught, 'cause we'll all be forgot. You're getting older, you're finally soldier, the war on your shoulders. It's getting colder, you can't even hold her, you live in October. You're getting older, you're finally soldier, the war on your shoulders. You're getting older, you're suddenly sober, you die and it's over. You die and it's over.
Penitence and Vehemence. This song is about what an annoying son of a bitch I can be. What a insincere, backstabbing son of a bitch I was. I've been in lots of bands and playing music for a few decades now, and I'm old enough to take a look in the mirror, and one day I saw what everybody else saw. You have to look back and admit, shit, that sucked, to be everybody else. There's benefits to being in a band situation with an egotistical, insecure person who's not emotionally balanced, because I was a creative juggernaut. Must have sucked to be in a band with me because I was incorrigible and I thought my shit didn't stink. I understand the anger now, because music is therapy for me. Funny part is I thought everyone else was the problem, but that's what happens when all those personal problems go unchecked. It just festers, and because I internalized everything, I didn't get any better until I took steps to reduce my ego and confront the people I thought had wronged me and admitted my sins to the congregation. It's humbling. Penitence means humbleness. Vehemence means ferocity. Because those who had to deal with me must have been pretty angry. Without music, I'd be institutionalized, so let's come clean and make music from a solid foundation.
Gentleman, by horsey race, the man you shed and you turn into a snake. The stench of power and gilded thrones can disguise the rattle of accumulating bones. And now you get upon your knees and you worship the disease. And make do just as you please. Your mind is an inferno, it's burning all you see. So spread your decadence away, for it's the nature of things. And hold the mantle of day The sharp that you treasure, this metal monster, it craves a flame, a sordid mirror full of fingers pointing blame. Penitence, vehemence, curse this pain. Save your mortal soul, a demon grasping for control. You have always been alone. The man in black is crawling for the throne. Now you prey on bleeding knees. In your mind is the disease. You were never meant to lead. The turmoil is internal. You bring catastrophe. So feel the venom, understand. The common negligence breaks. And now the penitence ends. And curse will be a man. Spread your decadent ways, for it's the nature of faith. Can hold the mantle of death and remain innocent.
Personal space. This song came about when I was just playing the Star Trek theme on my guitar. Then made some chords out of those, and one thing leads to another, and then you have a track that kind of stands out as chill and laid back, which is kind of a welcome change of pace because the rest of the album is so heavy and unrelenting. What's the song about? People. They're all different. What makes us all tick differs from person to person. What drives us away from others, why some people seek shelter in their own thoughts. It's really about being human. Living, dying, dealing with the consequences of living, mortality, all that positive stuff. This life is like a form of insanity, and there's times where we all need a little personal space. You can look all over the place for metaphors, but you're not going to find them. Except in the title.
just to be sane. And decadent style, I'll guess I'll say for a while, is scorching my hand in the flame. Leave me alone. Make me atone. Reduce to bone. Remain unknown. You will sire all the life on the spine, like a niche I'm unable to tame. Sick and tired of all the time that's expired, and now we're back at the same place again. Here is my tone. Reduced to bone. My wounds unsewn. Can't leave this home. Oh yeah, you waste the faith I need. That's when I lose the fight. That's my fight with guilt and shame. Why don't you just dig your grave? Your grave, your grave. Oh yeah.
Back of the Line is one of those songs where giant maelstrom of rage and frustration gets whipped at the wall at the speed of light. I don't think any of that rage is a result of an old white man losing his grip on his empire of race-based tyranny. We're all in a battle here. It's us against the 1%. Black, white, gay, helicopter. You know, we're all in the same boat heading for an iceberg, and everyone thinks it would be better if they were driving. That's the kind of narcissism we're dealing with. I think the reality that we're going to break in half and sink into the ocean is a moot point. We're watching an ideological battle where two sides are struggling for authoritarian control. Let's be honest, Satan and Lucifer are not exactly the best options. Nowadays, with the penetration of social media into every aspect of our daily lives, we seem pretty much helpless to withstand the onslaught of cancel culture, inane virtue signaling, the mindless pandering of corporate America to endless causes and things you ought to endorse. You know, in the end, it means nothing, and it's pointless bread in circuses. What you're watching is a mad scramble to the top of the victim ladder, so the one on the top can scream at the top of their lungs, "I am the most oppressed, I deserve your sympathy, I deserve power, I call upon my enemies to be destroyed." This narcissism has to stop at some point. To quote the late Warrell Dane, how did we come to this? How did our institutions become so hopelessly contaminated by identity politics and shameless victimhood that our enemies are laughing at us? In an effort to make everyone happy, none of us are going to be happy, and it's going to be a sad end to a part of the world that most people believe is freer.
I'm sending a cue. They're telling to kneel, but I fucking refuse. Honeymoon's over, no longer amused. Hard offended, but perpetually abused. It seems that I'm born with the mark of the beast. My children are cursed and rendered to taste. Tried and convicted, the victimless crime. So take your place at the back of the line. Nobody ever gonna be free. It's our society. You're screaming constantly. When will you wake up and see a victim mentality is preaching anarchy? Back of the line. Can't say your insults face to face. Just cancel me and press erase. Toe the line to keep your place. War is peace and love is hate. I cannot be silent, I cannot pretend. But your plans always lead to malevolent ends. Insist it's insanity, time after time. They take our race to the back of the line. Evil is shown like marrow to bones. When you sit on the throne, I'm the devil's own. I want to believe that you really are great. I'm plain hypocrite. You're so full of shit. Utopian dreams, they shatter and bleed. I'm no demon seed. We'll never be free. Nobody ever gonna be right. It's never black and white. It's such a needless fight. Not afraid of going to hell, I won't forge my own cell. My speech you can't compel. we're one to tear it down. You think nobody complains when you put those men in chains? Have we all gone insane? Nobody ever gonna be free, destroy society. Complaining